The distant wail of a guitar feedback, imagined rather than heard, echoed in Charles Farrington's mind as he settled into bed. Tonight, his chosen anchor was a simple, worn guitar pick, its plastic surface smooth from countless strumming, bearing the faint imprint of a psychedelic pattern. It felt like a tiny conduit to a universe of sound, a perfect link to the revolutionary musician he intended to meet. He closed his eyes, allowing the familiar currents of sleep to draw him into the deeper, more profound reality he had cultivated. He opened his eyes to the familiar, comforting glow of the summoning room. The gaslights cast their warm, flickering illumination across the rich velvet and polished mahogany, highlighting the eclectic collection of curios. William the Parrot, perched on his stand, swiveled his head, his beady eyes fixing on Charles. "All right, Charles, here comes the sonic wizard," William squawked, a knowing glint in his eye. "Hope he doesn't set anything on fire in here. The drapes are vintage." Charles merely offered a faint smile, ignoring William's usual commentary. He walked directly to the ornate mirror, the guitar pick clutched firmly in his hand. This humble tool, a catalyst for sonic exploration, felt perfectly suited for tonight's guest. He began the familiar incantation of the invocation dream spell. "From slumber's depth and thought's embrace, I call you to this dreaming space. Reflect in glass, a truth in mind, and leave the world you left behind." Quote. As the last word echoed, Charles reached for the 2-hour-glass on the mantelpiece and turned it over, the fine sand beginning its slow, inexorable descent. The mirror's surface swirled, not with a placid image, but with a vibrant, almost overwhelming cascade of electric blues, purples, and reds, punctuated by flashes of light and the phantom echo of a wailing guitar. Then, a figure materialized within the depths, a man with an iconic afro, a lean frame, and eyes that held both a quiet intensity and a boundless creativity. It was Jimi Hendrix. His spectral image was clad in a flamboyant, embroidered jacket and bell-bottoms, and he looked around the room with an expression that was a complex mix of curiosity, laid-back cool, and a deep, almost spiritual connection to the unseen. He solidified, standing silently beside the plush leather armchair. Hendrix's gaze swept over the opulent parlor, lingering on the textures and the subtle play of light, as if seeing the room not just as space, but as a canvas of vibrations. He took a deep, phantom breath, a faint, almost imperceptible smile touching his lips. "Whoa, man," Hendrix drawled, his voice soft, almost mellow, with a hint of southern warmth. "This is far out. A real trip. You the cat who tuned this frequency, brother? Or am I just on another ride?" Charles bowed slightly, a genuine sense of awe in his demeanor. "Mr. Hendrix, I am Charles Farrington. This is the summoning room, a place where the veil between worlds is thinned. Please, be seated." He gestured to the leather chair. "Might I offer you refreshment? Perhaps a strong coffee, or a glass of water? In this place, the senses are as keen as they were in life." Hendrix's eyes lit up with a spark of genuine interest. "Water, man. Just pure water. Keep it clean." He accepted the spectral glass, his fingers closing around it with a satisfying weight. He took a long, appreciative sip, his expression one of profound, almost meditative satisfaction. "Yeah, that's good. Real good. So, what's the vibe, man? What's the message you're tuning into?" He settled into the armchair, a relaxed, almost fluid grace in his posture. Charles took his own seat, a notepad resting on his knee. "Mr. Hendrix," he began, "your guitar playing revolutionized music. You didn't just play notes, you made the guitar sing, scream, weep, and roar. How did you discover that unique voice within the instrument, and what were you trying to express with those sounds?" Hendrix leaned forward, his gaze distant, as if listening to an inner symphony. "The guitar, man, it's just an extension. Like another part of your body, your soul. It's not about playing it, it's about letting it play you. The sounds, they were just feelings, man. Frustration, joy, anger, love, confusion. All of it. I just tried to get it out, to translate what was inside into something people could hear, could feel in their bones." He took another sip of water. "It wasn't about rules, man. It was about breaking them. About finding the spirit, the raw energy. The feedback, the wah, the distortion. That was just the language, the colors I had to paint with. To make it talk, to make it cry, to make it live." Your performances, like Monterey Pop and Woodstock, became legendary, Charles observed. They were more than concerts, they were almost spiritual experiences. What was it like to connect with such massive audiences on that level? Hendrix's expression softened, a hint of the ecstatic joy he once knew. Man, those were moments. Pure energy. You're up there, and it's not just you. It's the crowd, the air, the universe. It's a current, and you're just riding it. You're a conduit, man. You're just letting the spirit flow through you, through the music, to all those beautiful people. It's like a prayer, a communion. Everyone's feeling the same thing, vibrating on the same frequency. That's where the real magic happens, when everyone's plugged into the same dream. William the Parrot let out a low, drawn-out whistle. Groovy, man, groovy. Hendrix chuckled, a genuine warmth in his eyes as he looked at William. Yeah, little bird, you dig it. Your lyrics often spoke of cosmic themes, of love, of the universe, Charles continued. Was there a deeper philosophical or spiritual message you were trying to convey through your art? Hendrix's gaze grew more intense, almost visionary. It's all connected, man. The music, the universe, us. We're all just vibrations, different frequencies. Love, peace, understanding. That's the highest frequency, man. That's what we gotta aim for. The songs were just trying to remind people of that, to open their minds, to see beyond the everyday noise. To imagine a better world, a more harmonious vibration. He leaned back, a thoughtful silence filling the room for a moment. The music was a journey, man. For me, for the band, for anyone who listened. A journey to find that universal chord, that feeling that binds us all. It's still out there, man. Still waiting to be played. The last grains of sand tumbled through the 2-hourglass on the mantelpiece, a stark reminder of the dream's temporal limits. Charles felt the familiar, gentle tug of the waking world. Mr. Hendrix, Charles said, rising respectfully, our time is at an end. Your music and your vision continue to inspire and resonate. Jimi Hendrix nodded slowly, a final, peaceful smile playing on his lips. He gave a slight, almost imperceptible nod of acknowledgement. His spectral form began to shimmer, growing translucent, his flamboyant clothes fading into nothingness. With a final, almost imperceptible, phantom strum of a guitar, he dissolved into the shimmering air, leaving behind only the faint scent of old paper and the quiet echo of a musical shaman's boundless spirit. The summoning room began to fade around Charles, the gaslight dimming, the curios blurring into shadow. He felt the familiar, gentle pull of his body. He opened his eyes, the morning light filtering through his bedroom window. The worn guitar pick lay on his chest, cool against his skin. He sat up, pulled on his robe, and reached for his journal, his mind already racing to capture the raw genius, the profound artistry, and the enduring spiritual message of Jimi Hendrix.